Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you. I have to apologize for the attire, man. I gotta shoot this and get dressed, and I gotta go. So, look, anything I say lately seems to get a great deal of grief, and as I spend a great deal of my video time in digital payrail space. There it is. So, in an effort not to upset anyone, I am only going to speak positively today. And what I am speaking positively about is actually, it's a pretty cool thing. So it doesn't hurt to have good news to discuss. From Gemini, we recently partnered with Bancocolombia to provide their customers with a seamless on-ramp to trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash through the Gemeni Exchange. We are excited to work closely with the Colombian crypto ecosystem and to grow our presence in Latin America. So there is so much good in one sentence. And if I may, I would like to break it down and show you what I think are the big positives. I really love that they are moving into Central and South America and a partnership with the largest bank in the region. I can only see that as a positive. Crypto is sort of a wild card wherever it is being aggressively pursued or pushed. The powers that be are a lot more comfortable with a fiat financial system which they control. Because if you control the means of trade, you control the population. That's more or less a given. So rolling crypto into an area that might not have, let's say, the financial stability as some of their neighbors, that's also just a good thing. Partnering with the largest banking system in the region also gives some validation to crypto as an actual currency. Now, in most of the world, crypto is not a currency. It is a property, similar to stocks and bonds. And the using of this property to make purchases carries an additional tax liability. And when I say most of the world, as it sits right now, I mean the world, with the exception of El Salvador, which has legalized Bitcoin as legal tender. And you know what? Isn't that funny how that entire episode has sort of just faded away? Once the legacy news had their fun with it and the IMF got to, rattle their sabers, they just let it go. All right. Anyway, this partnership does not indicate that suddenly crypto is an acceptable form of trade in Colombia, that you can now spend Bitcoin. But considering that both Panama and Colombia have already introduced legislation to allow them to become legal tender, it seems like this is a bit more forward in the process than it was 3 months ago. Again, this doesn't mean anything. It just means that Gemini is partnering with Bancocolombia so folks can buy crypto directly from their bank. But it wasn't terribly long ago that Lightning Network was integrated into El Salvador and allowed the use of Bitcoin as currency. So I wouldn't think it would be a stretch to see this leaning in that direction. Now, the other reason that I really dig this is because the Colombian peso has been getting beat up a bit over the last few years, and it would be nice to bring some, I hate to use the word stability, how about alternative means to their financials? This is not a Colombian thing. It is sort of a regional thing. And relative is a word I use very, very loosely considering the volatility of crypto. And anyone in the market over the last year can certainly attest to the fact that you don't set your monthly budget off from how much crypto you own, because you can be broke tomorrow. But it's always nice to have an alternative if available. These areas, Central America, South America, just my opinion, but these areas are going to form the nucleus of a spreading movement where it will be a lot more culturally and legally acceptable to use crypto as a form of payment as opposed to a store of wealth. And I believe that coins should absolutely be used as a currency. It's literally in the name, cryptocurrency. But you know what? It needs to be coins, all right? Either stable or non-use case. Doge, Bitcoin, Litecoin. I don't believe utility tokens will ever be an acceptable form of payment to crypto investors. That would be like using Microsoft stock to buy shoes or to pay for a meal. If there is something better available, use something better. Yeah, utility, they're just better served as an investment, in my opinion. But stablecoins, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, why not spend those? The more exposure, the better. That's what I'm getting at. And you know what? Well done, Gemini, for getting there. This makes two major partnerships in Latin America, one for Gemini with Bancocolombia and Flexa with Banco Agricola. I see these as very positive steps for crypto integration into societies that might be more culturally acceptance, that might be more willing to utilize it. How about that? There are some negatives, of course, but I won't be discussing those at all. Everything is ducky. So, yeah, that's it for this one, folks. It's nice seeing Gemini putting themselves out there. And the last little bit from the article, the partnership between Gemini and Bancocolombia is part of a year-long government-sponsored pilot program to test banking services for crypto platforms. So I reckon a year from now, we'll see how this all shakes out. That's it, guys. So until next time, please stay safe and please be smart with your money. Cheers.